most diets don't work is because they're so focused on denying you with foods. I see people all the time who are like, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat fruit, or I can't have this vegetable because too many carbs or too many of this, or for whatever reason, like the diet like that I'm following isn't allowing me to have this. So rather than having a long list of foods that are good for you and that are good for you to have more of, these diets are overly concerned with restriction, even on high quality natural foods that have been eaten for thousands of years. So let me explain deeper. As long as your digestion is healthy enough to handle the foods, and as long as the food is natural and unprocessed,
I only eat cage-free farm fresh.
then like truthfully there's no reason to be avoiding these foods like the plague unless you genuinely don't like them, or if they don't give you the energy that you want. Because, to be clear, everything should be customized to you. But avoiding entire food groups, especially when it's a food like that's been eaten for thousands of years once again, if doing so works for you, great, but you might be making eating overly complicated when eating healthy should and can be very simple. Stick to simple principles, keep it simple, the less ingredients, the less processing, the better, but you shouldn't be walking around hungry and starving, because think about it, if you're walking around feeling deprived and malnourished and hungry all the time, how could you ever possibly keep that up long term? And if you are having cravings all the time, chances are you actually have nutrient deficiencies. And this is why when people ask me how I do it, as far as only eating healthy foods and never eating food that I consider bad for me, and no, I'm not saying that everyone has to be this way, not everyone has to be this extreme or this strict, but it's become a lifestyle for me, and I genuinely enjoy living like this. And I don't really get tempted to cheat. Of course it started off a lot as willpower, but once I figured out how to eat like a normal natural human, I realized like I don't have to be depriving myself, and the vast majority of the time I actually feel way more satisfied compared to the person who's eating tons of processed foods. If I'm eating high quality organic grass-fed meats, eggs, organic sourdough bread, some healthy homemade or Miller's farm-made treats, a lot of raw kefir, raw milk ice cream, a ton of coconut water of course, and a lot of fruit and vegetables too, I'm not walking around hungry or deprived, and I actually feel satisfied because I'm not overeating these processed foods, so I'm actually getting all the nutrition like that my body needs.